efficient construction. Just gather the right tools. For most construction problems, you will need a compass to draw the arc or a circle, a ruler to measure a straight line, a protractor to measure and construct angle if required, a pencil for clear erasable marking, eraser to remove any incorrect line or mark. 2. Read the question carefully. Understand what is being asked. Identify the geometric shape or angle or specific construction needed. Look out for instructions such as construct a equilateral triangle, bisect an angle, or draw a perpendicular line, or draw a square, or a rectangle. Look out for that and ensure you write down each measurement for each point. Plan the construction step. First, construction problem usually involves a series of logical steps. So before you begin mentally or brief, jot down the steps you need to follow. Some construction are common and have standard steps. For example, constructing an equilateral triangle requires creating a circle with equal radii from each vertex and bisecting an angle, and involve drawing and constructing intersection to divide the angle in half. Constructing a perpendicular involve creating arc and making intersection to form right angles. Follow the construction accurately, meaning that construction is about precision, and always ensure you follow each step with care and accuracy. So step 1, mark the given point. If the question gives you a certain point, begin by marking them clearly on your paper. Step 2, use a compass for arc or semicircle or circle. For construction involve angle specific length, use your compass to set the required radius and create a arc or circle to form intersection. Step 3, use a ruler for a straight line. After making a key point and intersection, use your ruler to draw a straight line connecting those points. And ensure you label the key point. As you work through construction, label points as necessary. Example, point A, point B, point C. It requires what the question tell you what the letter it should be marked. Step 5, know how to construct different type of angle, like 60 degree, 90 degree, 75, 45, 15, 165, 135, 120, and etc.
Degree angle. The first thing you want to do is to take your compass and put the tip at the point where the angle will be constructed. And in my example, that's the point A. So I'm going to put it at A and then open it about a third of the distance between A and B. And then starting from the line AB, I'm going to create a semicircle which goes backwards just like this. Now I'm going to bring the compass up, ensuring that I don't adjust the width of it in any way, and then take it to this point where the semicircle and the line meet. Alright, and then I'm going to create a new arc which cuts the first one. The only thing left to do now is to draw a line which connects the point A to the intersection of those two arcs, and that's how I form my 60 degree angle. Let me move on now to the construction of a 120 degree angle. Now I'm thinking about 120 degrees as 60 degrees plus 60 degrees. So if I could first draw a 60 degree angle and then draw another 60 degree angle on top of that one, then I would have created 120 degrees. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is to construct the first 60 degree angle. So I'll take the tip of the compass to the point A, open it about a third of the distance between A and B, and create a semicircle backwards. I lift the compass up, put it at this point, and create an arc which cuts the semicircle. Then move it to this intersection and create a new arc behind the first one. And if I connect a line through from the point A to this new intersection, that is 120 degrees. Before we get to the other constructions, let me first explain what it means to bisect an angle. Now this word bisect just means to cut something in half, alright? So if I'm bisecting an 80-degree angle, I'll be creating two 40-degree portions. Let me now demonstrate how we go about bisecting any angle. So I'll use this same angle here as an example. So I'll put the tip of the compass to the top part of the angle, open it up a bit and create an arc just halfway between the angle. Then I'll pick the compass up again, ensuring that I keep the width of it the same, and move it to the bottom part of the angle right here, and then create a new arc which cuts the first one. Then connect a line from the point A through the intersection of those two arcs, and the resulting angles are exactly a half of the original one. Alright, so now that we know how to bisect an angle, let's move on to the construction of the 30-degree angle. Now a 30-degree angle is just a half of 60 degrees. So if I can bisect a 60-degree angle, then I would have created the 30-degree angle. So assume that I already have a 60-degree angle. What I would need to do is to put the tip of the compass to the top part of the angle, open it up a bit, and create an arc halfway between. Move the compass to the bottom part of the angle, create an arc which cuts the first one, and now if I connect a line straight through from the middle, now I have my 30-degree angle. Let's move on now to the construction of a 90-degree angle. I'm thinking about 90 degrees as the halfway point between 60 degrees and 120 degrees. So if I could bisect the angle between those two, then I would end up with a 90-degree angle. We begin by laying down the construction marks for 120-degree angle. So I begin by putting the tip of the compass to the point A, creating a semicircle backwards, then moving it to this point and creating an arc which cuts that semicircle, that is the 60-degree arc. Then I move the tip of the compass to this point and create an arc behind the first one, and this is my 120-degree point. Alright, so I have 120 degrees here and 60 degrees here. My aim now is to bisect the angle between the 120-degree mark and the 60-degree mark. So I'll open the compass up a bit, create an arc above, about halfway between, move it to the other end that I'm interested in, and create a new arc which cuts the first one. And now if I connect a line straight from the point A up to that intersection, now I have 90 degrees. Alright, and the last construction I'll look at is that of the 45-degree angle. Now 45 degrees is just a half of 90 degrees, right? So if I could bisect a 90-degree angle, then I would end up with a 45-degree angle. So assume that I already had a 90-degree angle drawn like here, then all I would need to do is to bisect it. Alright, so I put the tip of the compass to the top part of the 90-degree angle, open it and create an arc between. Then move it to the next point of the 90-degree and create an arc which cuts that first one. And now constructing a straight line through the points, I have a 45-degree angle.
to construct a square. Draw your baseline. Start by drawing a straight line on the desired length. For example, 6 centimeters. Label the endpoint A and B, and use one side of the square. So let's say you want the side of the square to be 6 centimeters. Section B, construct a perpendicular line at one endpoint. To form a right angle at one of the endpoint, you need to construct a perpendicular line. Use your compass to do this. So place the point, compass on point A, and then you just set the compass at a width a greater than a half the length of AB. Or example, you can say 6 centimeters or 4, you understand? When you measure between the pencil and the compass, you are going to use that length throughout. Do not change it. Draw the arc above the line from point A. Without changing the compass, repeat the same step at B. And then afterward, and to create 2 more arcs. So what you're going to do is label the intersection of the arc at C and D. Draw the line through point C and D and make the line perpendicular to AB. You have point C and D both 6 centimeters away from your respective endpoint. Then you draw the remaining 2 sides. So A, B, C, and D. Use your ruler to connect all those points. And the 4 angle should be 90 degrees. It's a measuring the length of the side. Now each have a perpendicular line. Use your compass to set the distance length of 6 centimeters. And repeat with both. Next.
Okay, this video is going to show you how to construct a triangle when we've been given 3 sides. So we've been told that we've got a side of 7 centimetres, 5 centimetres and 3 centimetres. To do this, we're going to firstly need to take our ruler out, and we're going to draw the longest side, which is 7 centimetres. So using my pencil, I'm going to draw a line from 0 to 7 centimetres. Okay? The next thing we need to do is we need to create sides of 5 centimetres and 3 centimetres. And to do that, we're going to need our compass, or our pair of compasses, and our ruler. So to get a side of 5 centimetres, I'm going to match up my needle with a 0 on my ruler, and then I'm going to open out my compass to 5 centimetres. So I'm going to open it up to 5 centimetres. I'm then going to move, making sure, being really, really careful that I don't change the size. I'm going to put the needle to one end of my line, and I'm going to draw an arc. Okay. Next thing I need to do is open it up to 3 centimetres. I move it along to 3 centimetres, and this time the needle has to go on this end. So I'm going to turn my compass round, make sure the needle matches up right with the end of the line on the right hand side, and now I'm going to draw another arc. Moving the pair of compasses away, I can see that I've now got an intersection. So again, we're looking for an intersection between two arcs. So using my ruler and a pencil, I can then join up each end of my original line to that point to create my triangle. Again, we can check that. We're going to need to twist our ruler and then measure the length. This one should be 5 centimetres, which you can see it is, 0 to 5. And then we're going to also have to check this length here, which you can see is 3 centimetres. Our final step is going to be to label them. So 3 centimetres, 7 centimetres and 5 centimetres. And we must leave in the construction lines, okay? You must leave in.
Check your work. Ensure all the required elements of construction are present. Check that the line, the angle, the distance match what the question is being asked to tell you or what you have read before. Be sure that drawing is clear and neat, and in some cases you may ask to indicate certain property like symmetric or parallelism. Ensure that you clearly visible. Construction problem, you practice, repetition, practice. The more you practice, the more comfortable you will be. You will step and faster you can complete under exam condition. Try to work on many practice questions as possible from past papers, and as this will help you to become familiar with the kind of construction you may encounter on the exam. If you need past paper question, just drop your comments below under this video. Key tips for success. Take your time to ensure every step is accurate. Always keep your tools steady. Use a firm surface when drawing with the compass. Label the point and the line clearly to avoid confusion. And for the compass, ensure that your compass is tight and the pencil on the point of the compass and your pencil point should be on the same level. Work in pencil. You can always erase mistake, but be sure to mark the final construction clearly. Practice regularly and different type of construction, especially one that may less familiar or ones that come on exam paper. And last step, real world application of construction.